My billionaire husband needed an heir, so I gave him 3 kids back to back. Once I checked that box, I went full ice queen. I ignored the kids and wanted nothing to do with my husband. My whole brand was never lifting a finger and just living as a cold, glamorous trophy wife. Then one day I suddenly got the memories of a doomed throwaway side character. In the near future, a scheming girl was going to move into my house. She would do whatever it took to marry my husband, and the 2 of them would have a baby girl together. My 3 sons would become her loyal little puppies, and the whole family would live in bliss. While I slowly fell apart and ended up getting hurt to death by some random street thugs. Absolutely not, I was a born rich girl from a top family. I had never been pushed around a single day in my life. I marched straight over to my husband's company. When I got to the building, the front desk and the security guard both recognized me right away. One of them badged me in, while the other called Chia's executive assistant Xiao Mo. I rode up to the top floor to find Chia with a chip on my shoulder, and the moment I stepped out of the elevator, I saw the assistant already standing there. Xiao Mo, clearly worried I would storm in and blow up in the middle of the meeting, blocked me and ushered me into the reception room. "Ma'am, the president is inside. The video call is almost over. Please have a seat. Can I make you some tea?" I nodded and waited about 10 minutes. The moment the meeting ended, Xiao Mo stepped over to Chia. "Ma'am, here she is in the reception room." Chia heard that and pressed 2 fingers to his temple, then said, "Let her come in." Xiao Mo came back and told me, "Ma'am, you can go in now." I gave a quiet hum and pushed the door open. Chia looked up when he heard me come in and our eyes met for a beat. We both seemed to be waiting for the other to go first, so I spoke in a flat tone. "Do you think your sons are just that gifted? Or do you think this tutor you hired is just that amazing?" Chia frowned, looking completely lost. "What are you talking about?" I kept my face cold and said, "I am not okay with all 3 of them studying at home. A few sessions a week used to be plenty, and now this tutor is literally living in our house. The Chi family boys do not even need to go to school anymore. One tutor doing everything for all 3 of them." By the end of that, my voice went dead cold and dripping with sarcasm. Chia was quiet for a moment, then said the tutor was not my idea. Steward Wen and the others found her, and those 3 really are ahead of the curve. They have already gone through everything they are supposed to learn, and they are still young. Having a tutor at home for enrichment is fine, and when the time comes, they will go to school like normal. I said nothing and just kept a sharp look on my face. Chia asked in confusion, "Is there actually a problem with the tutor?" I said, "I am not on board with it, so tonight when you get home, tell your sons, finished curriculum or not. They still have to go in person until they graduate kindergarten. And as for the tutor, I do not want her living here. She can do what she did before. Come once a week to teach, and if that does not work, then replace her." Chia looked like he had more to say, but when he looked me in the eyes, he nodded without even realizing it, even though he had no clue why I suddenly cared so much about this. But he figured it was easier to just go along with me than risk a fight. "Not that big a deal anyway," he asked. "Is this really all you came here to tell me?" I was about to say obviously when the system suddenly spoke up in my head. "Master, this is your chance to unlock the male lead's affection meter." I silently asked, "How do I unlock it?" "That is entirely up to you. You have to make him warm up to you. Make him slowly fall for you, and that will unlock the meter and start filling it up." I stayed quiet for a moment and noticed it was almost lunchtime. So I asked him, "It is about lunchtime. Do you want to go grab something to eat?" "Sit tight and give me 10 minutes. He settled back into his chair to wrap up what he had been working on, and I started chatting with the system in my head. "Master, it really seems like the male lead is pretty easy to work with, right?" "Well, I guess neither Chia nor I have particularly great tempers. We used to argue all the time, but it was always me doing all the yelling. Mostly because that man could go a whole day without saying a single word and always wore that sour face which drove me up the wall. Thinking about it, I unconsciously pouted a little and Chia caught it and thought it looked kind of cute. He figured I was getting impatient, so he reached over and picked up his jacket. "Let us go." Chia took me to a small private home-style restaurant. He thought it was pretty solid, and the manager greeted us with a big smile. "Mr. Key, table for 2 today."